these ladies are something. She didn't know. This is her first Arbonne event. And you know what she saw and she was most impressed with? All of the national vice presidents and executive national vice presidents on their knees on the floor in their heels and their skirts and their diamonds, ripping up tape from the electrical cord and hauling out audio equipment and moving chairs and doing some serious grunt work. Meanwhile, everybody else is enjoying their cake and their little coffee, and we're walking in, visiting with everyone. People in this business that are successful are humble workers. But I don't know that many people noticed. They didn't care. They needed to get it done, right? So we would say, District Manager, he's here. We have a job for you. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Absolutely not. John Maxwell says concerning excellence, people who respect you as a friend love you, but people who respect you as a leader follow you. So people join you. We were talking about that with another lady over here, and again, as much as I love these products and I love this business, if people don't respect me or like me or love me, they're not going to join me. And this business is a people business. So you have to find a way to lead people with your heart first. Excellence when no one's looking. The third letter is A for activity. Cecilia Stoll said something funny. I don't remember where I saw it, but she reminded everyone that activity is not sitting and clicking web stats over and over again. Click, 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 click. Refresh. That's not activity. Okay. Abundant activity, you guys, you know what it does? It doesn't just give you momentum and give you activity and give you people and give you revenue. It gives you the ability to have abundant boldness in sharing this business. How many feel really great when your calendar is empty? Cricket, right? How many of you feel amazing about this business when your calendar is full and you're ready to go 100 miles an hour? You have a full calendar, you've got something to talk about. And so I think when you think abundantly, you have abundance in activity, abundance in sharing, abundance in prospecting. You've got stuff going on, you're busy. You're going to be able to share this business with boldness and confidence. Whereas if your calendar is empty, you're going to be timid and insecure, and you're going to feel just crummy. You're just going to feel crummy. So just know that it's not just about the activity in and of itself. It's about how it's going to make you feel. And I want you to ask yourselves a question. This is a good little pulse check, guys. If everyone in your business did what you did in the month of July, what would your business look like? It's kind of a hard question to ask. Some of you are like, shoot, I'd be a national vice president. If that's you, then congratulations. You're doing the right things. You're leading from the front. You're leading by example. And you deserve everything that's coming to you. But if you're sitting here and you're saying, oh my goodness, if everyone in my business did what I did this month, my business would fold, you've got some work to do. I'm just being honest. It's not easy to hear, but it's the kind of stuff that people told me along the way that made me realize that I have a gift. And just like Aaron said, we have to be good stewards with what we've been given. And we need to continue to work. Okay? So, parties, presentations, prospecting, everything. One little nugget that I want to tell you about activity before I move on to the next point is really kind of important. When you do go to these parties, you guys treat every single party presentation as though your next VP is there, even if there's only 2 people. Because honestly, it'll do 2 things. It keeps your coaching relevant, being an activity, but it keeps you in front of people. That's the point, to find that next girl. So realize that if you're not in activity, how can you coach your girls on how to be relevant in theirs? Stay in the trenches with your team. It's going to help you grow. It's going to help them grow, okay? The 4th letter is the letter D. That stands for duplication. Guys, duplication, it's really just a fancy word for being a copycat. And that's just the truth. It's teaching others how to teach. If you are the only person in your business that knows how to work this recipe, That's a problem. You need to be able to teach the girl direct to you how to do the business too. But if it stops there, that's also a problem. You have to teach people how to do this business and then teach them how to teach it. Because again, you'll end up a one-man band. We create leaders in this business. Okay, not followers. They do follow for a little while, and you have to be a good follower before you can become a good leader. That is the truth. Can't put the cart before the horse there. But when it's time for them to become a leader, are they going to be able to do it as effectively as you because you allowed them to grow into it, right? So teaching people the system perfectly requires staying connected to your upline and being a perfect copycat. Do not add or take away anything from the system that you've been taught. That is the best advice I ever got. Don't add anything, don't take anything away. Just like cookies. Nestle Toll House cookies. They are the best chocolate chip cookie on the planet. But if you're going to add M&Ms and, sunflower seeds and raisinets and, extra flour and whatever, they're not going to turn out as good. You're thinking in your mind, oh, I'm going to put all this stuff in it, they're going to be so good. No, they're not. They're just not going to be as good. If you take something out, I'm going to leave a little bit of sugar out because I want to make them less fattening, and I'll just do it with a little bit of butter. Taking stuff out, too, is going to cause some serious problems. You're not going to end up with what it is that you set out to make in the first place. Duplication is all about following it to a T and keeping it simple. Simplicity is key, guys. You need to be able to take people like Euphazine, who's the second top income earner in Arbonne, who has an 8th grade education, and people like Dr. Laura Fortner, who has a humongous brain, and teach them the exact same system and have them have the exact same results. It has to be that simple. Because it's not about talent, it's not about smarts, it's not even about business savvy. Okay? It's about work ethic. And the willingness to make sure that your fear never gets in the way. All right? So just realize, guys, that if you have fear about duplication and about just finding a way to find rhythm in your business because you have so much fear that's kind of trapping you, I always tell people, think about why you need this business. What's scarier? Asking someone to do a spa party or not being able to put food on the table for your family? I think not being able to feed my kids is a heck of a lot scarier. And moving back in with my parents, that's very scary. Horrible, like a nightmare. No, I love them, but seriously. So, create leaders that are independent of you guys. I know that everybody here understands this, but really try to put it into practice in your business. Don't be the shining star in your business. Maybe for a minute, because your team needs to see it, but then get out of the way. Step into the limelight, have your moment, walk across stage, wave your little flag, and then go find your teammates that want to be in that same limelight. Get out of the limelight. It's not about you. Let them be the shining stars. You sit in the back and you clap and you're so proud, and let them be the ones that everyone is like, oh, amazing. If you do that, your business will last forever because you're creating leaders and shining stars in your business. If you're the only one that's shining, nobody else will. You have to make room for leaders in your business. And duplication will do that. Only if you take it seriously. So create leaders that are independent of you through duplication. Don't try to be perfect. Okay? Don't show up and be like the perfect Arbonne pretty princess or prince. Okay? Can't be perfect because you want to know why? You can't duplicate perfect. If you're like this amazing, perfect rock star and you got perfect body, size 2, I'm not a size 2. Okay, if you don't fumble over your words and you need to know things like, proprietary blends and, I know that stuff because it interests me. I'm a product junkie. I don't talk about it at my parties though. Okay, so don't worry about being perfect. Just be yourself and you'd be surprised how much further that gets you. Okay? Stay consistent, okay? The next one is the letter